So right now I'm drawing a tree, getting an idea of what exactly I want it to turn out, but it does have a little squiggly line, but I think it's gonna look great. So now I'm adding the little blossoms on the tree. I went with a pinkish, purple-ish theme because I wanted to stick to what cherry blossoms actually look like, and they're actually really pretty. So, and because it is spring, I thought I would bring it in because I think it's a great tree. It has a lot of potential, and it's not talked about how awesome and fascinating it is. It's just a flower that blossoms during April-ish, during the middle of April. It's basically when the tulips start coming out and when all the flowers come. It's like so beautiful. You can't even imagine. I couldn't capture how beautiful it actually is. Yeah, so I'm just drawing these little blossoms. I really enjoy just drawing for fun. I don't need to put in a video, but I think it allows me to share it with others who want to draw a cherry blossom tree. But this is your time to shine. You can do it. I mean, I did it. It did take a long time. This video was actually originally 40 minutes, so you can believe that I went back and forth to make it perfect, because each tree itself is really complex to detail, but I think I totally did a good job for doing it more detailed rather than just drawing a tree, putting leaves on it, calling a cherry blossom tree. But this one sort of looks just like it, like a carbon copy of it. But yeah, it is kind of fascinating how different trees are. There's so many species of trees. So, but this one, I definitely love drawing this tree every year because it reminds me of it's a new season, it's a new beginning of things, because everything was dead for 2 months, but now it's like a whole thing. So yeah, now I'm gonna add this, and then I did end up adding more black lines because I wanted more details in this, because I spent most of my time just drawing this tree. It took forever, but I think it turned out really great. For my expectations were pretty low on this, but I think I did a good job. But what do you think of this so far? You should like this video, so I know that you guys are watching. So anyways, I'm just gonna add these leaves on them, and yeah, they can be any size, shape. I forgot to add the little dots in the middle, but I tried to make it more realistic rather than just a drawing. So I might want to try doing this in paint. If you want to see that, you should totally. Maybe next time I'll try to paint. I'll see. So, because I think I can knock it out of the park. I just need to sketch it, need to outline it. I mean, an iPad is easy because you can add layers to it, but doing it on paper is entirely different. You have to do the outline, the trunk. It's just a little bit more complicated. Doing it on paper is entirely different. You have to do the outline, the trunk. It's just a little bit more complicated, but I will give it a shot. This is one of my longest videos, and you are gonna hear me for 20 minutes, but you know, is totally worth all the effort that I put into all these drawings. I really do love drawing, but I'm trying to make it turn into vector because the pixels are always a problem in doing a digital drawing. Nothing is like perfect, and I always use my marker brush, but because I like the texture, I did up the thickness of it. I don't know what it's called, but it made it much more easier because it was a little bit thinner than I usually like it, but yeah. It did take a long time just to do all the tiny little leaves. So then later, I just did one tree, and then later I just duplicated it because it's so much easier than having to go back and forth and back. This would have been 2 hours if I didn't duplicate it. But I tried duplicating, and that was another story. But then I'm connecting it to the other branch because I want it to look more like a tree. Because some of my trees, when I draw them, they look completely disconnected from the actual tree because the actual tree is roots that grow. So I want it to look more realistic as possible. Illustrations are great, but you should know that it takes time and then trying to think about what you can do to make it better. So far, it looks really great. Adding these small little leaves here and there everywhere and trying to be really detailed about how it looks. But I think it does look better than my usual trees because they usually don't have any shape. But the only part I hate is the top. I should have added another branch on the top. I don't know what you think. Comment below if I should do it or should I add a new branch because it kind of looks awkward at the top of the tree. I didn't notice that before, but and then making maybe the branches a little thinner because I think they're too thick, but maybe not. Maybe adding more texture to it. I don't know. I do have some doubts on this tree, but all in all, I think I did a good job for my first time doing a cherry blossom tree. It does need a little tweaking here and there, but I think it'll be pretty great. And yeah, it looks so great. So yeah, adding these leaves, putting it all together, seeing it come together is probably the best part about drawing. And yeah, and just keep on doing that. I should have added some cherry blossoms coming from the bottom, but I don't know. There is a little doubt with this drawing, but not enough doubt to fully hate it. So we'll see what happens. Okay, now I'm just adding some color because I think there's a variety of colors in the cherry blossom. It's not just pink, but it is. I just wanted to add a little bit of purple in it. I don't know if it was too much, but I should have decided whether or not I wanted it, but I think it actually looks great. I actually think that this had more detail than the other ones, but yeah, just doing these little dots here and there. I think I had a great time just drawing this tree. I did focus fully on this tree, so yeah, just doing these dots, hoping they look great. Just keep on drawing them, and hopefully it looks good. It does add a little bit more character, so now I'm on my last few branches. And the background was pretty minimal, but I think I did a great job. So it's okay. I would rate this drawing 8 out of 10. I wouldn't say it's my best, but I would have said that this has more detail than my other drawings. So, and yeah, that's the last few ones. So now I'm gonna duplicate it. I did try to use the group feature where you just press the layers, but I accidentally didn't do all of them, and I had to do that again. I think I totally forgot. See, that part is missing. So hope you don't make the same mistake. Just grab all the layers from below them and then group them all together. And yeah, it did turn out great. Now duplicating it and then making it smaller than the other, because then it'll interfere with the background. The background will turn out horribly. So make sure to make the tree really, really small. And adding to that, and yeah, now I'm gonna do the background. And then taking all those layers and then putting it above, because if you delete the group right away, it'll delete everything. You'll lose everything. So make sure not to skip this step. Otherwise, all your work that you did would be gone. So put them above the layer and then delete them. And I should have grouped them later, but yeah. Now I'm gonna add a layer of brown at the bottom. That didn't work because it wasn't too dark enough. So make sure it's dark enough so then you can drop your color. And then from there you can add your green, your blue, your sunset, your everything, then adding this brownish color. And now you put it to the bottom layer and add. And now I'm gonna add the grass, which is gonna be a lighter greenish dark, and then I'm gonna put them together. And then I didn't like the texture that it gives when you blend it in. So later I did Gaussian blur because it's so much easier to deal with, because the texture is just, I don't know, it looks so weird. It looks all like not filled in. I would just use Gaussian blur. It just makes everything look cleaner. And most of it was paid more attention to the trees rather than the background. The background is there. And I did decide to add I did decide to do some lettering because I wanted it to be different than my other illustrations, because I focused so much on the tree that I forgot that I wanted something that says welcome to spring or something like that. I did like the letters like this so much better, and I do like doing bubble letters. They're just so fun, better than regular letters. But it did add more like postery kind of feeling. But I will actually, do you know what I'll do? I'll take this and then put it into ChatGPT and see if you can make a poster out of it. And then maybe I can post it. I think it'll be pretty great. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram at artsenseGirl. I'm never going to change it. I'm on TikTok and here on YouTube. Make sure to also subscribe so you can see more videos of me drawing. And maybe if you comment down below if you want me to paint, I'll paint for you guys, all for you. And adding these M and then E. I really like this M. It looks so different than the other ones. But the good thing about this is it's not crooked, because sometimes when I write, my handwriting goes diagonal. It just looks so weird. And then adding the 2 and spring, and then that is how you letter. It's pretty easy once you start thinking about how it looks. it's actually not as hard as I thought it would be. So yeah. What if this font was in a font? An actual font? Maybe I should start doing that. You guys should also check out Savco on Etsy. It's not that great yet, but I'm sure it'll be definitely trendy. We'll see what happens. So now I'm gonna add a blue at the bottom. I duplicated the rows so I can see this nicely. Adding this blue because I needed more blue in the spring. I should have added more clouds, but you know, we can make this drawing only better next time. So yeah, you guys should definitely stick around for next time. And then I added these birds because why not? And I did attempt one time to draw a bird on a tree. I mean, it does look like a bird, but it looks like a weird shaped bird. So, anyways, doing the sunset, I decided to add more color, and then because sunsets are like always so pretty during summer, but not spring. Spring needs good sunsets. So adding these blue, this pink, this purple, and this blue, and then using Gaussian blur, actually motion blur, and then Gaussian blur. Actually, I just use motion blur, but I think you should use motion blur. So anyways, that is my drawing, and I'm gonna add a little Gaussian blur to it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to add the signature, and then yeah, that is my cherry blossom tree illustration. I hope you guys liked it. I loved it so much. And now I'm adding this bluish thing. I don't know why I added this. I think it looks hideous, but I just wanted to add more movement into it because the cherry blossoms really stole the spotlight today. But mainly we did this drawing because of the spring season and how much we love it so much. So yeah, I just really enjoy drawing this so much, and I'm trying to extend this so much, so badly. I just love talking. So now I'm just Gaussian blur a little, and then yeah, I'm going to add the signature, and then yeah, that is today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. If you like